Hi everyone, Deb Riddle, Paxton Valley Folk Art here with you today. Wanted to share this little manila file folder mini album with you that I made. I actually made the bones of the file folder mini long time ago. It was either from a Joggles or a paper addiction tutorial. I'll link both of them in the comments below for you. And I was doing a little cleanup of my craft room, had a bunch of bits and bobs that I was just going to throw out, so I decided to finish embellishing this mini and to share it with you today. So the front cover, the background paper is, I do believe that's Victoria Designs, although it could be Far Far Hill too. I'm not sure. I had it printed out, not sure where I got it from exactly. Some ephemera pieces from Tim Holtz's either Emporium or Thrift Shop ephemera packs, a little ticket I had in my stash. And the owl image is from a printout from a swap, and it was some glass slide images. And I just love the little owl images. The front cover is a masterboard that I made a long time ago with some unloved scrapbook paper. I painted it with DecoArt media fluid acrylics, Sizzix die cut birds, and some stamping and some stenciling in the background. I think I see ledger script there and halftones. On this page, all of the tags are just number 8 tags. I just folded them for flips. That's another Tim Holtz ephemera Emporium or Thrift Shop, and the stamp is from his Perspective stamp set. And on this back side of the tag, we've got some Distress Oxide and greens, and the stamps are from the Stampers Anonymous Classic number 16 stamp set. The background paper here is Tim Holtz's Melange tissue wrap, inked, and then I stenciled through Stencil Girl Products Nature's Gathering stencil with Rebecca Meyer Designs Mixed Media Medium. And it stays tacky when it's dry so that you can foil it, but in this case I actually used some Perfect Pearls on it. And there's little tucks for tags all over here. So this first tag is some music scrapbook paper in the background. Not sure who that is from, sorry about that. The butterfly image though is from Candy Colwell, that she had shared that on her website. And I believe that's Victoria Designs background paper on here. The tag image is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and the Be Yourself stamp is from Tracy Evans' number 6 stamp set from A All and Create. This page here, this background is Distress Oxide again, and I stenciled it through Tim Holtz's Autumn layering stencil with embossing ink, and then embossed it with charred gold embossing powder from Emerald Creek Craft Supplies, and a couple more of those wonderful little vintage owl images. Front of the tag is Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and the back side just some note paper and some alphabet stickers that I got in a swap. So sorry, not sure whose those are. The golden ticket and the postcard background paper are both Victoria Designs. A little key paper clip in my stash. No idea where it came from. And this moment dictionary definition was again sent to me in a swap. Not sure whose it was. If anybody knows who any of this stuff is, just let me know and I'll put it in the comments below. Little Seek stamping there. Just some Michael's stamps, alphabet stamps there. This is again Michael's background or scrapbook paper. Tim Holtz's Compass Blueprint stamp from Stampers Anonymous, and the die is from Sizzix, just inked up with some distress inks or distress markers. Not sure what I used there. And oh, I love this little image here. This is from Vintage Everyday website. They have wonderful vintage images. And photo corners from Therm O Web. A love stamp, embossed love stamp from Michael's again, and the background paper sent in a swap again. Don't know whose that is. And this page, this is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and it just fits on with that little paper clip stamp that or that I was showing you earlier. And this is, I think it's a stencil monoprint actually, from a Stencil Girl Products stencil called Circular Patterns for Play, with either distress inks or distress stains. This image is from either Dover Pictura or Graphics Fairy, vintage apples. And then I stamped on the back with Tim's lined background stamp. This is another Tim Holtz stamp. It's called On the Farm. And then I used Tracy Evans' number 6 stamp set from AOL and Create, again, for the Take Risks stamp there. Thought it was rather appropriate with everybody kind of balanced on top of each other there. This is background paper from Victoria Designs, and one of Tim Holtz's hardware dies that I embossed with Emerald Creek Craft Supplies. I think I used Mercury Rising and hammered metal on that. I think I used there. And Victoria Designs background paper. And this stamp set is from Wendy Vecchi. It's called, what's it called? Just Say It. Sorry about that. I have to look at my notes to make sure I got it right. It's actually a background stamp with a whole bunch of sentiments, but you can cut them apart, and then you get all these wonderful little sayings on there. And of course, I'm sure we all recognize Dina Wakley's lovely scribbly birds. And I stamped this little cutie with paper Artsy's infusions, either slate blue or in the navy. Not sure what color I used there. Got a found feather there. I think a little Junko donated that to me. And I've got it closed with a Velcro dot. Lovely image there from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. The background paper is a crepe paper paper pad designed by Maggie Holmes, and the sentiments came to me in a swap. They were on a piece of scrapbook paper, so I cut them out and added them on there. And here we have Graphic 45 Botanical Tea. And I inked it with some blue distress inks just to tie it in with the scribbly bird. The stamps are from the Graphic 45 Botanical Tea as well. And this little tag is from Victoria Designs. The Possibilities die cut is from Traveler Words Thin. And I'm sorry, not sure where that ledger paper came to me from. Wish I could remember because I quite like it. Some of Tim's design tape on the tab there. When we flip over, it's one of those swirly paper clips. Just got it at Staples. Inked it with some alcohol inks. Another one of those word definition journaling spots. And both of these background papers came to me in a swap, so I'm not sure whose they are or where they came from. If anybody knows, let me know and I'll add it in the comments below. This is a big film strip die from Sizzix, and the handwritten love words, again from Sizzix, just die cut in black and white and stacked for some dimension. Background here is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and both of these images are from Tim's either thrift shop or emporium ephemera packs. And that lovely little hollyhock vintage seed pack is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, I do believe. Oh, no, I think yes, I did. I forgot to show you this. Sorry. This background paper was printed out in my stash. I can't remember where it came from. This is Spellbinders Laurel and Bee that I die cut from some sanded gold metallic craft stock. Stamped it with just some dollar store stamps actually in my stash. Oh, and there's another one of Wendy's wonderful little sayings on some more Victoria Designs background paper there. And now we're getting to the back page here. So I've just made a waterfall out of some number 8 tags again. Ephemera's Vintage Garden there. That's Michael's scrapbook paper that I inked and spattered with some gold. I think that was Nouveau Mousse. Some ephemera. It's a foreign language dictionary page there. This background paper is from that same crepe paper, Maggie Holmes paper pad. And that is ephemera Vintage Garden, little Parisian soap label, I do believe it is. Tea-dyed doily, and a couple of, those are from Tim's, either Emporium or thrift shop, I do believe. And then we have the same, from the same masterboard as the front. So that's just the same paper. Those are some label letters from Tim, I do believe. And then the back page, covered again with some more Victoria Designs paper. Tim's Thrift Shop or Emporium ephemera. Another one of the dictionary definitions there. And that's an egg image again from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And that was it. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. Thank you very much for stopping by today. Bye.